that's here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Breida, the Dolphins ball carrier.
A check on Breida's numbers from last week. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. Now Tua. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
4-yard pickup on the play.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A gain of 4.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Breida on a toss left. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a first down.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
The Dolphins first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try to run with Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7th. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB.
I know that people like him, and he's kind of a phenomenon in the league as Gardner Minshew. But I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how well he plays the game of football at the quarterback spot. Remember, he was a 6th-round pick, and a surprise 6th-round pick at that. More than held his own as a rookie after Nick Foles' broken clavicle forced him onto the field in the 2nd quarter of Week 1. The Jaguars went 6-6 with him as a starter in 12 opportunities. Now they've got a chance to continue to progress and move forward with Gardner Minshew leading their team.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Gardner Minshew sacked.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
Logan Cook.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
He'll run it. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
It's a gain of 13.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the deep.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
On the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Monogamy on the return.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Got some room at the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Breida. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Ronnie Harrison on the tackle.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
16 yards.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
Brings up second at the 43-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
They run with Breida and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff. These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
Right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Being chased out left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
A loss of a yard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Tua now, 3rd and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
For the Dolphin field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. And Minshew going to get him to the line quickly. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And able to find Conley. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete.
Matt Breida, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking long for Westbrook. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go deep for Conley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime still. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe allow it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
35.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Brito. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
2 yards.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
14.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Minshew. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun is Minshew. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Tyler Eifert.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The score, Dolphins 23.
So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And the Dolphin first down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua flushed out right. Rodgers brings it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So now on comes the Dolphins offense as they'll try and go for 2 here. They run it with Breida. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
The score, Dolphins 38.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Now Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Minshew and Shark on the hook up there. First down, Jacksonville.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. On the slant, this is Shark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Minshew. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard.
Minshew's pass intercepted by the Dolphins.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
7-yard line.
Eight yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
C.J. Henderson on the
on a 2nd and long. It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the delay, here's Breida. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They run again with Breida. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 21. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Fitzpatrick will hand this to Howard. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
1st down, Dolphins.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here again comes Gardner Minshew. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. It'll be Minshew again. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. Jaguars. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
For Jordan Howard, the ball carrier.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days.